just how much Zephyr can pull out, but he has been rather consistent for Geek Fam. I think the biggest thing for Execration is that they do have really strong early game. Maybe not the first 1 or 2 levels, but definitely by 6, it gets a bit scary. Puck is pumping out a lot of magic damage. You've got the control from RR. The only thing they have to do here is to buy space for Palos to farm up.
See if they can make it happen. Last game, he had a real struggle in that Morphling. This game around, maybe feeling a bit more confident on the PL.
Hmm.
It was a very, very hard game for Palos. That last
Yeah.
game around. I just don't think it gets much easier, though, up against the Lycan.
No. No, it
It's
doesn't.
such a rush to keep up.
Yeah, and Geek Fam's really been disciplined with that aggression. We saw it with the Luna. They were on point with when to use the Eclipse, with when to farm, with when to push towers. A Lycan's timing isn't as it's not as constrained because Eclipse is a longer cooldown spell. Shapeshift is a bit shorter, and there's less emphasis on actually just farming. It's really more emphasis on push for the Lycan. So you look to Raven to try to melt those towers a bit faster, and Execration really have to buy Paulus that space.
Cuckoo gonna go ahead and take a quick outpost for the team. Gonna take a bit of harassment there from RR. Doesn't want to take too much. The objective, of course, for this offlane train is just going to be purely to make sure they don't lose any objectives early on and give Raven enough space so he gets to that point where he just is a broken Lycan. Nice little start there at the bot lane as well. You're forcing Palos to go for that level 1 doppel, which he really doesn't necessarily want to go for. Doesn't really help him out at all in terms of farming. I guess at least with Zephyr you can dodge out the Shadow Strike.
Yeah, it takes away that, but I don't think you want to trade that way as the peel. It does cost him less mana, so I guess you sustain that a bit better, but Zephyr's gonna be happy enough. He can just trade with RR instead.
Yeah. Not that the trading with the Bane is easy, John. It's
No.
quite a difficult
It's
task. Cuckoo should have a good time, though. I don't think they're able to get Cuckoo out of this offlane.
Oh no, definitely not. He just spams out the Nature's Grasp, damages there in the creep wave. That limits Palace's range for last hits, and see that when he comes up, you can't trade with Treant at level 1, even up to level 4 or 5. The right click's a bit too much.
Yeah, 94 base damage. Pretty high. Probably as high as you can get. Zephyr and RR are trading harass right now, but Zephyr is actually winning out. RR just doesn't feel comfortable right now trying to get back, and Zephyr was more than happy to keep going.
Yeah, that's a nice shove out from him. It's going to be wasting RR's initial regen. He's down to 1 tango.
That's not
So,
good.
definitely not the best of times for RR.
No. Well, in that mid lane, you'll see Carl up against Ben-Hur. So it won't be that Quap vs Puck matchup, but Carl on the Ember instead. This should be arguably even more tradey as top lane. Raven does end up getting first blood. Yaha ends up going down on the Nyx Assassin.
Yeah, you can't play too far forward as that Nyx. It's not as tanky as it once was. Have to watch out for just how much you trade. Raven does hit pretty hard as well, along with his wolves.
Yeah, the early damage on the Lycan does hurt quite a bit, so Yaha may have to just kind of readjust. Wyman can always catch him out with the Inkswell as well. Bot lane, poor RR, he's been stuck on such a low HP pool now. Zephyr has just been torturing this Bane. And
Yeah,
he's going to see him again, just start running at him again. You've got Blink up, but he doesn't want to really blink into the Bane. The Brain Sap is up anyway, so he won't bother. But just keeping the Bane at this HP pool is going to feel quite good.
Oh yeah. He's not applying harassment onto Cuckoo. Cuckoo just gets to clear the waves out constantly, and Palos, he's not hurting too much in farm, but it's not up to the level of Cuckoo. Cuckoo has at least a wave more than Palos at this point.
Mid lane, still very even. Carl's going to bring out his bottle now on that Ember. Give himself a bit more regen. Of course, the power runes in this matchup between the Puck and Ember tend to be very important because both of them want those power runes really bad. Ben-Hur hasn't quite got his bottle yet though, but he will definitely try and fight Carl to get that rune. You could make the argument whoever gets the rune generally will probably be considered winning the lane. That's how important they can be.
Definitely is. It's almost like the old times when there was a lot more emphasis on those runes. I think this matchup really does bring that back. And I do believe the TPN does have the bottle of Ben-Hur, so he's got sustain on the Puck. Carl, I mean, one thing we forgot to mention, of course, is the global heal of Cuckoo. So even when his bottle's drained, he gets a lot more sustain anyway, just from having that treant around.
That's very true. It's like Zephyr has left the bot lane. He's going to go try and fight over the power room with Yaha. However, Ben-Hur caught a fair bit of harassment there. He did not get the rune. Carl did end up getting the arcane rune. So Yaha now feels the necessity to join this lane and try to help him out a bit. But Carl is not really afraid of all this taunting going on from Yaha.
What did you learn?
Ben-Hur, he's not going to be happy about this. You've got an empty bottle. You're up against this Ember who's got an arcane now. I imagine with Carl, if he hits level 6, he can make a very early rotation. Can be quite devastating, especially if you go up to the Lycan lane. That could just be a T1 tower going down if you kill off BHM.
Yeah, and it's not been a very fast start for BHM. You do see Raven pulling ahead as well at about a creep wave and a half ahead, so BHM hasn't really kept that Lycan in check.
Zephyr ends up killing off RR on the Bane as well. Not great news for Execration anyway. Zephyr gonna take that bounty, but Yaha took the other. It was still a 2-for-2 trade anyway. At the very least, like, Palos is doing okay in terms of farm. He's at 21 and 5. He is quite behind Raven though. Like, Raven is 33 and 6 on this Lycan. Not showing any signs of slowing down now that he has that Necro 1 book up as well. And this is that point where you might ask that Ember to make that rotation top. Because you can really sneak a very, very quick tower in if BHM does get caught out.
Yeah, it's about that time for Carl.
Dream Coil going to be there, but the Ink Swirl on the Wolves, and now the silence as well. Ben-Hur! He's just standing there trying to man fight. He does eventually find the kill, but now trying to run away, but he will die in the process. Still a good pick-off, but that was very, very close.
Yeah, it's a worthwhile trade, but I don't think that's exactly the punishment you're looking for when you have to trade the Puck off anyway. So Geek Fam's not going to be too upset. You're just going to have basically a reset Raven up top, and you can maybe expect a rotation out from Carl, although he's just going to enjoy a free lane for now.
A bot lane, they have found out Cuckoo. He's just going to go TP out of there. He's just perfectly fine. And well, now at the top lane, 3 heroes up there. They're going to try and make that play onto BHM. No, Zephyr gets spotted out, so BHM should just be safe. Zephyr just going to go back to excuse me, not Zephyr, Raven is going to go back to farming. Zephyr is going to stick around, however, up at that top lane, see if he can try and set up for a kill later on. Meanwhile, Carl is going on to Yaha. Carl actually really wants this kill, but now Dream Coil is going to be expended from Ben-Hur. Silence out as well. Have they just killed off Carl? He's trying to run. We'll turn around with the Remnant, and now Zephyr jumps in with a scream. Ben-Hur may be dead. Another Remnant, that'll be enough.
Ooh, yeah, it's the sustain they get from Cuckoo's max living, well, not max, but level 3 living armor. Carl just turns around, and he's not under any threat, so you can't underestimate the sustain coming out from Geek Fam, and once again, they find a nice clean kill on that Puck.
Glyph Force start up at the top lane as well. It's kind of unorthodox to go for that top tier 1, but it's just such an easy lane to take if nobody's there to defend it. They will even bring the BHM back in to try and defend this. Looks like RR is in big, big trouble and does go down. Carl barely getting that kill with the Sleight of Fist. It's a 1-5 now, but a 2k net worth lead for Geek Fam. Against these kind of drafts, you have to be very careful not to give too many kills away. They can start to escalate out of control, and well, Wolfform now going to be pop bot lane. Overgrowth is there from Cuckoo and Palos. He does doppel. Raven chases. Can't quite find the right one. I believe they have now. Palos still running. He only has level 1 doppel, but he's going to try for the TP play. Is it enough? It is.
Oh.
There's not enough attack speed on Raven, so he couldn't quite find the kill.
Yeah, it's a bit of a shame not finding that, but you still send Palos home. He's not farming up, and you're going to be able to find, or at least apply a lot of damage on that bot tier 1. So again, more progress to be had for Geek Fam, and up top,
Yeah,
BHM.
BHM, he's dead. Zephyr in with the blinking swell. Scream will be enough. It's just the strength of the Grimstroke with this Ember and the Quap. You just break the gap and blink in. The Inkswell will be the stun for you, and now even RR may just get caught out. Inkswell again. He does Nightmare. It's not going to help though. Carl will catch him, but now a Dream Call is there. Palos also joining in. Zephyr will die. Whiteman's in trouble as well. He probably will go down here to this PL, and he does. And Carl, he's been left alone. He'll try to turn this though. He's going to go after Palos. TP coming in from BHM, but he does get the PL kill. Now the Sprout, Quelling Blade will save him. Carl still trying to make a run for it. No jaunt in from Ben-Hur, and he gets away with that PL.
It's just Cuckoo. The living armor enables all these wild plays, and they missed the Dream Coil on Carl. He actually dodged that one out. So the slipperiness of the Ember Spirit's starting to be an issue here for Execration. They're just not finding trades, and Palos, he's joining these fights early. It's not paying off.
Yeah, he is very far behind in net worth right now. Only 3.1k. Needs a lot more than that. Top bot lane as well, Yaha trying to protect the outpost, but it does go the way of Geek Fam. So now all that XP being denied away from Execration, and Yaha, he's not even getting chased by the Lycan anymore. It's just the creeps. Nature's Grasp going to slow him down enough. Overgrowth. Cuckoo doesn't care. Top lane as well, BHM. He'll be fine.
Oh man, it's really clean from Geek Fam this time. 3-9, a 2k advantage. They have most certainly stalled out in the objectives. They're not finding tier 1s just yet, but we're at 10.5 minutes in. It feels like 15 with how much action Geek Fam has brought forward. So they still have time to start clearing those objectives, and that's going to be important to maintain this lead.
That it will be. Carl trying to go in onto Ben-Hur. Nice impale out though from Yaha on the back of that Spike Carapace. But he is just so tanky right now, and he has a double damage rune active. They can't actually defend this tier 1 mid tower. They need more heroes, but those heroes are currently dying. BHM being chased down now by Zephyr. Sonic Wave will be committed, and he does find the off lane Nature's Prophet. This is the tier 1 mid going down in 11 minutes without the Lycan there. It's not quite there, but it's almost gone.
It's not good news for Execration. They dropped the Dream Coil.
Inkswell going to be there with the Nature's Grasp again. RR, nice dodge with the Nightmare, but he's still going to get chased and killed by Carl. Now Remnants forward onto Ben-Hur, who does try to jump away. Yaha will be back with another Impale. Now without the Flame Guard and mana, Carl should maybe go down. That Living Armor is still healing him up though. And he's just going to run. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, it's hard for Execration to do anything right now. They don't have a way of stopping this regen. Of course, you can't just kill Cuckoo because he's always far back, and that mid-tier 1 gonna go. All the while, Raven's just farming. Like, this is ridiculous that they're still finding the push while their Lycan is not even joining him.
He's got the Necro 3 book up. He had it up before the 12-minute mark. That's a real concern here.
Whew.
And now he's forcing down that tier 2 a little bit. The Necro units are gonna wear off, so he'll have to wait for them to be back up. This 4k net worth lead only seems to be getting worse. The Execration is now Yaha gonna try and dish out a bit of damage to Carl. Doesn't really mind. Now Palos Gonna go after Cuckoo. He's a bit of a tanky target, but maybe they do have enough. They will commit Cuckoo. He does use the overgrowth. He will go down, but now Raven does kill off Yaha and is gonna make the chase onto Ben-Hur. No, he wants RR on that Bane. With those units, it is not hard to deal the damage out. And even BHM, the poor guy, just trying to TP away, but he will not be successful in doing so. He is also going to die to this Lycan. This is just getting worse and worse. Execration, I mean, you look at that PO farm, John, he's just got a Yasha up. That's it.
It's not enough. It's not enough from Palos, and his farm rate has been severely hampered. Geek Fam is just taking control on the map, and he's been forced to join these fights. That's really not what you want from your PL this early in the game. But Palos has no choice. He has to play aggressive with his team because they're bleeding out space. One thing, though, is, well, Carl earlier on didn't have a level in Searing Chains, so he couldn't pin Palos down. Now you have to worry about that. He has a way of canceling that TP, so if he does go hunting, and he more than likely will, he's got a way to stop that escape.
This is a nice opportunity for them to get Raven. Dreamcore going to be there. He's thinking about breaking the tether, but doesn't. Zephyr is coming in to help. Whiteman will go down. Zephyr just going to try and essentially direct the attention towards him, but no. Sonic Wave going to come out. Now Carl coming in with a Haste Rune after BHM. There is going to be a Nightmare, though, from RR, but he doesn't have the Fiend's Grip yet. Now RR does just die. And Yaha is going to be chased down as well. At least Ben-Hur does get a trade in the form of Zephyr. But Carl is just unstoppable right now. He gets another chains off as well. A triple kill, and now poor BHM. He's just going to run. It's a 7-0 for this Ember so far. It's just domination from Geek Fam.
Oh. Yeah, Cuckoo's being jumped over. Overgrowth again.
Well, he's just a treant. He's going to overgrowth and run. That's what he does best. And Carl comes in for a chains now. The PL going to be in trouble. Palos does commit the doppel, but still Carl is not going to give up. He will chase him down. Palos trying to juke them out, but Carl will not fall for it. He goes after the right one. Bounty? Well, at least you found that. But you are still going to die here if you are this PL. And they even scan out BHM. He's trying to hide. He plants a tree down. Puts a sprout down as well, trying to trick them. Will TP and actually will make it out. Good play by PHM.
Yeah, he gets out, but oh, you're just losing so much more across the map. And Geek Fam 6-19, 7-19, 6k advantage. Ben-Hur does find Whitemon. You're not gonna be too upset at that. You look at Raven, he's gonna have an AC up very soon. That's a big cause of concern on the Lycan. This is ridiculous timing.
Yeah, we're not even close to that 20-minute mark yet. We're 4 minutes away. He's farming a little too quickly, and Ben-Hur mid lane going to be in trouble. Does jaunt away, but look who's behind him. Carl goes the wrong way. Won't be able to try and secure the kill, but now he'll pop the regen rune, have full mana back up, all ready to fight again. It looks like the fight is going to be up at top. Remnant's forward. He doesn't want to waste any time to catch up BHM. Gets the chains off, and now Cuckoo should have the follow-up. Overgrowth is available, but he ran out of mana. He'll take the Nightmare off Carl, and, well, they needed that Overgrowth. BHM will be able to TP out. Now Yaha going to try and turn around onto this Ember. RR there as well, but Yaha just gets blown up by Whiteman's Inkswell. And all the while, this poor Bane has only just hit level 6. He's going to go for a smoke. He's going to try and make a play with this Fiend's Grip.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
It is just very, very difficult when it's 17 minutes in and you just hit this timing.
Radiant are scanning.
Meanwhile, your top lane is being forced in by Geek Fam.
Is under attack.
Yeah, it's once more without the Lycan. All these pushes are going on while Raven's farming. He's almost at the AC. He's gonna go for Radiance next.
All right.
It's just out of control.
Yeah, it really is out of control, John. Carl, smoke broken. They find Yaha. RR, of course, going to be the first target. They will just burst the Bane down, and Yaha disappears as well.
I mean, Geek Fam really doesn't like cockroaches, Mike.
I don't blame him,
It's
John.
very evident here.
It is very, very evident indeed.
Ooh.
Top lane. Now I'm going to make the jump with the BHM. Chain's not going to land. BHM will manage to TP out again in front of Carl. That mid lane is falling so quick. Tier 2 tower now gone. It is gone. There's only one Tier 2 left.
Whew.
Just
We're
one.
still 18 minutes. We're still 18 and a half. Like, this is the fastest Lycan draft we've seen in a while. You know, very recently, it does feel like the push has slowed down, but hasn't slowed down for Geek Fam in this game. They're just shutting it. They're going for the Roach. Raven, with the AC, can just go solo.
Why not? Did we forget to, like, is this turbo mode or something? Is that what's happening?
It feels like it. Feels like turbo. It's not great for Execration. They still have to use that Fiend's Grip on RR. He has not had the opportunity. And they're not even aware, I mean, they should be aware the Roche is happening, but no one went to the side of their ward, so they're not aware. And it's a free Roche to the side of Geek Fam. Just a lot more... No, don't leave the Aegis.
They literally forgot about the Aegis. That's how fast they want to play this game. They're just like, no, don't worry about that. We got the gold, let's go. Geek Fam now. Do you hunt for more kills? I guess you do. He sees the orb. He knows that Ben-Hur's around here somewhere. They'll take the outpost. Now, 4 RR is going to be run into by Raven, and the creeps just destroy him. They'll try and avoid this Geek Fam side right now. At least get a courier on the way out. You have got the Manta there on Palos, but Carl is right there. Yaha going to be controlled up by Zephyr. Carl will not be able to cancel the TP of Palos, so they get him out. But I can't say the same about this Nyx Assassin.
It's,
He's not done. They want BHM top lane now. Cuckoo will just eventually just ignore it.
yeah, but it's that issue, Mike. You look at those tier 1s from Geek Fam. You know what's the problem here? They're all up.
That is
They're all
true.
up. They can't push. And Execration, there's nothing to find. They just can't push. They can't get objectives. They can't find kills. They need to get...
Whoa.
us.
Sorry, my I think my game just completely crashed on me. I don't know what's happening with Dota. What is it doing?
Beta game. You did see Palace find the kill on the 2 supports, Zephyr and our Queen of Pain. Our Queen of Pain and Whitemon actually felt so. They did have to trade Palos, their Puck, and the Bane. So in the end, still a big win for Geek Fam. Opens up the high ground. They just go for it. Raven's in.
Yaha gonna get chased down. They can just literally throw the units at him. He is gonna spike Carapace, but Carl will have none of it. He wants to secure the kill. I guess we should bring up the buyback status right now as... Yeah, the tips are going on to Carl. I couldn't agree more. 13-0 on this Ember.
Yeah, it's quite the performance, Carl. Just showing off
Quite
on that
literally.
Ember, and yeah, it's they don't find. Oh my God, he even has a Battle Fury. SNY Battle Fury, sub 22 minutes in. That's really fast farm as well for him.
Yeah, it's not like he's been sitting there farming. He's quite literally just been chasing kills across the map. Well, Cuckoo gonna be in a bit of danger here, or RR is. He's gonna try and run. It's gonna be chains up onto RR, and of course the Nature's Prophet, BHM, gonna try and TP away. Overgrowth will be there, however, he will die. And whoa, I don't know what's going on right now with Dota 2, but it is lagging like crazy. It is like literally making my whole PC lag. That is insane. Zephyr gonna jump in now, BHM. Still alive throughout all this, but ultimately Carl, gotta be careful not to die there, he will get out. they will be safe.
Oh,
Maybe
Zephyr
not.
doesn't even
Palos.
die.
Still trying to chase here, Palos.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Meanwhile, bot lane, Ravens just split pushing the tier 3 tower. Is anyone going to react to the Lycan? RR's thinking about it, but he doesn't know how to. He's seen this before.
I mean,
Carl
you've got
finds the
the. Oh no! Oh, there you go. No,
He went for the
Raven's
Fiends.
still
but-
alive.
Yeah, I mean, the units just chase him down. Raven's running around in circles right now.
dancing.
Palos is just chasing him around.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Oh, here we go again. What is this? Palos?
Radiant's bottom barracks are under
Alright. I apologize about all these weird spikes I'm having. I don't know what's going on, but they're gonna find the bot racks.
Radiant's bottom
And Palos is gonna die at the fountain.
Oh, and there's a Radiance on Raven.
There
Right
it
at
is.
the GG call.
Yeah,
There you go.
I don't blame them.
Yeah, Carl. 18-0. 18-0, Mike. I
Crazy.
don't, that says it. That says it all. 10 to 38, 22k lead for Geek Fam. Carl 18-0. Lycan AC Necronomicon Tree Radiance at 24. I think that tells you what happened in this game.
Yeah, Carl just kind of popped off. Insane performance out from Geek Fan to finish off their series. They do win this one 2-0 up against Execration. Of course, John, that is it for us tonight. There is going to be,
Pretty
of course,
late.
it is late, of course, but I'm going to read out the schedule for tomorrow. Apparently, by the way, according to the chat, I might be the only one that was actually seeing that lag happening, which is good. Because, you know, I'd hate for them to have to experience it, but I don't know what the hell that was. Just weird, John. Still, tomorrow,
That's
we
it.
do have 4 more series on. Geek Fam, they're going to be up first, up against Neon Esports. And then Neon are going to have to verse Adroit straight after that. Of course, RR are going to be back up against Execration for the third matchup. And T1 is going to be up against Execration for the final match of tomorrow night.
Yeah. Lot more good Dota left tomorrow, so make sure to check back in. Otherwise, you know, it's me and Mike. If you like the casting, follow us on Twitter at MLPDota and at John Xfar. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time. Good night.
Good night. We'll see you all tomorrow.